The big island of Hawaii is a true paradise. Endless adventures await in every way. But what keeps bringing us back are the abundance of waterfalls with infinite potential for freefall. From drops hidden on secret rivers under the jungle canopy to ones hiding in plain sight that we've wanted for years. Rain has always eluded us in the exploration of Hawaii. Hopefully, this year will be different.
Well, it has been sunny for the last few days, so the levels have gotten pretty low, but the good news for that is that gives us a chance to go and do some exploring. And yesterday, while I got distracted on some Google Earth, I noticed that there's actually some more waterfalls above where we normally put in. See if some more stouts might be doable with this rain that's coming. Woo! There's the stout. What we came to see. Not into the long grass. All right. Well, I think at high water, the water would clear the rocks. Just barely touches the rocks with no water, so I feel like a flood stage. It will clear nicely. Now we're gonna go depth check. Road depth check. Well, this probably isn't a good time. Either way, it's still thick here.
We spent a long time scouting and checking the base, ultimately deciding as long as the water was high enough, you would clear the shelf. We're just going to have to be patient and see what the rain brings to know for sure. The good news is, in Hawaii, when you're waiting for rain, it's pretty easy to pass the time.
Comes the rain. All right, so we finally got water last night, and now this river, I forget the name of it right now, but there's a sick lava tube there. But downstream into the ocean is two sick drops that haven't been done. So we're gonna put in, send the drop as long as they look good, paddle around the coast and take out of one of the bays. It's going to be sick. It's happening. We're finally getting the first deep. How you feeling there, bud?
Bro, just like Hawaii should be, baby. Rain, firsties.
Woo!
Go.
Let's paddle in, look for that fold. Watch my left edge a little and fold her in. I'm gonna stand up here.
Ready to jump?
Yeah.
Right.
drop is sick as fuck! It's happening! First dude to waterfall in Hawaii! First dude to waterfall in Hawaii! Dude, it's fucking happening!
Thanks for letting me go first, dude.
Dude, of course, dude. I want all you. Dude! That drop was so sick! Woo! You want to miss that, Eddie? To have at the lip of that. So we're here at the second drop. The drop itself looks sick, but this entrance is stout. The line all the way down the left, there's a good chance you'll probably keep your hair dry and it'll be sick, but if something were to go weird in the hole stout, you have to get out of the hole and then fall off a 50-footer, but also all the boils push off the left side of the drop and that part of the drop reconnect. So we're trying to decide if it's worth doing. So, I'm gonna help Caleb launch in. He's gonna run it. All right, how much bow right you want?
I like where I'm at right now.
I'm gonna try to keep you on the point. Be ready with the left sweep. All right, bud. Good luck. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready? Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
With 2 successful first descents behind us, we are faced with a new challenge. While we were on the river, the incoming storm had created sets too big for us to navigate down the coastline to the bay next door. With our exit into the ocean closed, we resorted to bait of an old trail and hiked our way through the jungle back to the cars. Day 1 with rain was an epic success, and little did we know it was only the beginning.
Woo! Day 2 of the hard rains. It's not raining here, but it's raining up in the mountains, which is where all the stouts are. Straight ahead, pretty much land on rock everywhere, but that's where the river conflicted between that river and the Wailuku, but the Wailuku's got potential for a big drop, and I'm about to see the lip. I think I'm gonna send it. Looks sick. So after getting a good look at that big drop, looks really good. Now I'm hiking up the road, gonna get above the waterfall and then basically cut through the jungle to get to the lip. Thick, very thick. Things we do for the stouts. I see a clearing. I made it. I've never experienced anything like that. That was insane. Now it's time to go see the stout. Woo! So unfortunately, just from the time that I scouted and then did the hike through the bushes, the water's come up a good bit. But with the water coming up, who knows if it's coming up a little and then plateaus or if it'll just keep coming straight up. You gotta be careful of flash floods around here, so I think we're gonna watch it for a little bit, make the call. Still a lot of rain up in the mountains, not a whole lot of clear skies. So unfortunately, it looks like I will not be falling off of this today because Level going straight up still. So I'm gonna go ahead and stash my boat. Looks like I'll basically be staking out this waterfall for the next day or two.
By the time we made the decision to call off the descent, the river had doubled in volume, rising almost 3,000 CFS. Today was not the day, but luckily, we didn't have to wait long. After flashing to almost 25,000 CFS overnight, the levels were on their way down the following morning. A short window appeared with clear skies, the rain subsided, and the stars aligned. It had all come together.
So I'm running up to the drop now. As long as I can run in the next hour and a half, should be a prime level. Oh yeah, come on, come on. So I made it back to the drop. Pissing rain, and the gauge just did one little dip. Which means that it might be done dropping, it might start coming back up here in a second. That's how it goes sometimes, but I want this drop. Clear skies and a big ass horizon line. It's happening. Although I'm still not sure why, this was the moment my GoPro decided to shut off. I came over the lip just a fraction left of where I wanted, but once in the fold, I was still able to set my angle. After having one of the softest hits I've ever experienced, I managed to come flying out of the boil upright. I was blinded by the spray and wind, but once I finally emerged, I was exactly where I wanted to be. That thing was a beast. Cool. So I'm a little sad that my GoPro for the second time this trip stopped rolling right as I'm peeling out. I don't know what the deal is. That being said, softest hit ever, and the lip was so stout. That was a good one. See what the next few days brings. Though I may not have gotten the clip, I got the drop, and that's all I need. I can tell you one thing, that's definitely not a view I'll be forgetting. So, last night got so much rain and all the rivers are insanely high. And today, one of these little micro creeks that comes into the Honolulu Break where we're actually living has enough water with a couple good drops on it. So we're gonna go do this. About 2.5 miles, about 350 feet per mile. It's gonna be sick. Fired up to finally check this out. Woo. Not the CG line I was looking for. But, so, bow stayed up a little, so I tried to save it and stomp it. But for whatever reason, as soon as I hit, like before I knew it, I was out of my boat, before I even knew what the hell happened. Either way, it was a sick drop. not going to put on until we see the level kind of level out again. So the water's starting to drop again. So Kel's going to go ahead and ferry across below the drop. I'm just standing here with this gnarly hole in the bit of a cave in case somehow he misses the ferry. And it looks like he made it. Because his back was pretty sore after that 50-footer. This drop you could run, but we decided to port it. There's only 2 of us, and we only have a few hours left of daylight. But hopefully from here to the Honolulu Bridge should just be good kayaking, good boulder garden, and we're taking it slow, playing safe, but winning. But I say we hike out here. Who knows what it's doing when it hits the coast. I say we hike out right here. So we just finished the Maili stream. Right here is where it confluences at the ocean with the Honolulu River. But right now the river is at like 11,000, which is huge for that river. But the Wailuku, just below where the gauge is where 3 large rivers come together. So when we're reading the gauge for the Wailuku, it's actually just one of the 3 rivers. And that gauge alone, we're at 36,000 CFS. So there is a lot of water in this area. It's so next level right now.
Little did we know in the moment that we were in the midst of a historic rainfall. Unfortunately, with a few injuries, a small crew, and constant flash floods, we were unable to utilize the rest of the high water. Instead, we spent our final week in awe of the fact at how such small rivers can hold so much power. One might think with the success of this trip to Hawaii that we're ready to explore elsewhere. In reality, this is just the beginning.